Welcome, friends. Today, we're doing another first impressions video. Tremendous. That is right, my friends. Today we are continuing and indeed finishing our first impressions video on the brand of Papillon Artisan perfumes. Papillon? 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 Who knows? Today I have 4. One of these perfumes I have tried before, and it is this one on the end. It's called Epona. I got a sample quite a while ago. So I will talk about that when I come to it. But the other 3, I do not believe I have ever smelled before. So let us begin at the beginning, and we will start from left to right. This one is called Anubis. I have heard of this before. Egyptian jasmine, pink lotus. I'm a fan of a lotus note, I must admit. There's been a few times I've smelled a lotus note and thought, I like that. Vanilla's a lotus. So there is Egyptian jasmine, pink lotus, suede, immortelle, frankincense, and saffron. All sounds rather promising, does it not? Let's have a waft. Let's have a boff, a waft, a sniff. Oh, I was going to say, don't not work. So, here we go. This is Anubis. Whoa. I wonder if it's got a blurb. Let's get the blurb in, shall we? Oh, God, I'm having bother. This came out in 2014. Oh, it's woody. I'm getting some wood. There's Liz Moores who made it. Oh, that's quite nice. I'm getting the myrrh, sweet myrrh. Leather. Soft leather, suede if you will. Something woody. I'm getting something woody. I wonder if there is a woody note in here. I often fall victim to the curse of guilt by association. So what I'll do is I'll be sitting smelling a perfume and I'll smell a note in the perfume and I'll say, oh, that smells woody, right? But it's not. What it is it's a note that I've smelled in another perfume that had a woody note in. You know, I've caught myself doing that a couple of times. So maybe there isn't a woody thing. There could be, but it's just what I'm smelling. Getting the incense, getting the saffron. This is very nice. It's got that little bit of warm, spicy kind of thing. Something a little bit milky as well from myrrh. I sometimes get some kind of lactonic kind of vibe, you know, like creamy, milky kind of thing from myrrh. It's really nice, actually, this. And it's got that kind of soft, supple, kind of weird word that kind of makes us feel things. Soft, supple leather, you know, kid leather. That's really nice. I'm a huge myrrh fan. We know this, you know. Big on the old myrrh. And this is good. This is good. I'd never smelled this before. And it's a little bit spicy. There's a lot going on here, actually. There's a lot going on here. These are, of course, first impressions. Everybody has first impressions. That's why I do first impressions videos, because everybody has a first impression of everything at some point. So they do have value, these kind of videos, even if they're not like in depth or on skin or all of that sort of jazz, you know. But I like this. I'm getting a little bit of dryness from the incense and the immortelle. Milky but dry. I like that kind of weird kind of contrast between things. Perfume is a game of contrasts. You can highlight and mute certain aspects of certain things in certain ways. Very nice, this. Pleasantly impressed. It's got ambery kind of vibes to it. Slightly like, I don't want to say green, but green, like savoury green. Not celery, but not that far off. It's very nice. Little bit salty too, but you get that with leathers sometimes, you know. I'll try that on skin, friends. I'll try that on skin and come back to you when when I do my final impressions. Okay. Next up from Papillon is Salome. Salome. Okay, let us see what we have here. I know this is quite a famous one too. Okay. What do we have here? Jasmine, Turkish rose, Africa stone. Oh no, hyrax, carnation, and musks. I had hyrax by Zoologist and I liked it at first. I liked it because it was outrageous. And then I spent more time with it and I thought, I don't like you. You're outrageous. Okay, so this came out in 2015. Again, one of the earlier ones. Weird. I get something really strange. I'll tell you what it reminds us of. What's that surgeon? Baptême de feu. Feu. It reminds us of Baptême de feu. Big, leathery, waxy sort of thing with floral and orangey bits as well. That's what this reminds me of. This is... no, I don't like this. It's fresh, it's floral. The rose is coming through a lot more now. So that's interesting. It's very animalic, but in a kind of... It kind of knocks us a bit sick. I'm not going to lie. It's very classic in its structure, but in a really weird way. You know? Bleh. Maybe it's even a little bit powdery. Gross. Excuse me. That's I don't like this. It's smoky. I will try and give it some analysis, but it's kind of grossing us out. It's got cumin, some sort of filthy notes in there. It's definitely going for that kind of vintage, florals, fresh, rich, kind of '70s vibe with the offsetting of that rose, jasmine, white floral, probably carnation. I think it said carnation, didn't it? Yeah, carnation thing offset by Offset by like animalic, dirty, pissy, oily kind of stuff. It's not as it's really quite powdery actually. I don't know if that's just me. Could be the rose actually. Making it powdery, you get powdery roses. Oh, that is just not what I like at all. Scarred for Life by Hyrax. It's well made. Like it's not just like one of those indie shitters where they're all just like, oh, here's a bit of shit, here's a bit of piss, here's a bit of rose, here's a bit of fucking jasmine. It's not like that. It's actually made quite well. It's just not something that I like at all. Hyrax by Zoologist. I really appreciated the artistry and the effort and the outrageousness to put that fragrance out, but at the same time it was hideous. Like I really struggled with that one. And I tried, but no. This isn't like that. This has got a lot more of that kind of floral mid, classic floral mid, but it's that orange thing at the top is what I don't like. Orange, like as much as I love mandarin, orange is foul. Like I really don't like orange. It's too much. You know, it's too much. I think it's because I associate orange with clove. You know, and I don't like clove too much either. No, I'm struggling with that. It's parts of it are really, really pretty, and then parts of it are really, really beastly, and they're both extremes of each. And I just don't like the smell of that, frankly. I know a lot of people do, so make your own mind up whether you do or not. But wow, that is that is absolutely not for me. Good grief. Okay. Next up we have Dryad, Narcissus, Oak Moss, Galbanum, Costus, Jonquille, and Cedrat. I like a bit of Cedrat, you know. I had Cedrat by L'Occitane, which is a fantastic house. Dryad. Here we go. Oof. Let's have a look. Ooh, green. As vibrant emerald galbanum weaves with the delicate flesh of bergamot, the nomadic wanderings of Dryad begin. Beneath jade canopies, sweet herb narcissus nestles with gilded jonquille. Shadows of apricot and cedrat morph radiant greens to the soft and golden glow. Earthed within the ochre roots of benzoin, heady oak moss entwines with deep vetiver hues, and at its heart the slick skin of costus beckons you further into the forest. It is very green. Good grief. But powdery at the same time. Something herbal. It is herbal. It is green. But I'm also getting that kind of off-putting orange thing. I don't know if that's still up my nose, but I'm getting that kind of orange... I'm getting that kind of orange baptême de feu thing going on again. Orange with powderiness. This isn't something I would wear. It's very herbal. feels quite sheepish. Sheepish. Lots of galbanum in there. Sage. Floral mid, something powdery, a bit like lavender, iris. And green at the base. Lots of green lurking deep within. Not my type of thing, that. Not my type of thing at all. Sagey. Citrusy, bitter citrus at the top, but not like... It's got that orange... I don't know if you've ever smelled Baptur de Feu, right? It's very, very difficult to come to terms with. Like, there's all sort of madness going on with that. That's like, it's got the smell of hot metal. It's got the smell of like, leather and gingerbread and orange, and it's like it's a weird old concoction. The last two of these have had aspects of that fragrance. Like, it's also got this kind of powdery vibe. This is very powdery as well. I'm getting lots and lots of powderiness from the iris, the lavender, even the galbanum. Dry. Still green. And again, still well made. You know? Like, these aren't badly made. Again, they're not indie shitters. That iris lavender thing in the middle is actually coming. Like, I don't know if it's iris or lavender or both or neither, but it's giving that. It's giving that kind of feeling. You know, it's giving that powdery purple, not dusty, but like powdery kind of aspect, like really fine powder. You've got this dry green kind of thing going on there too. A little bit of white florals, but... No, I'm not a fan of that either, to be honest. Okay. Don't sneeze again. Next up, last but not least, we have Epona, and I actually remember when this was released because Ramsey got a bottle. Itchy face. And I got a sample at the same time. So here is a sample. Let's read the blurb. I have smelled this before, so. Epona embodies the cherished memories of Liz's bond with her beloved horse amidst the enchanting English countryside. Inspired by their intimate connection, it captures the essence of warm summer days spent amid sweet hayfields and the gentle caress of the sun. The fragrance intertwines notes of leather, a pop, and accent violet to evoke the comforting scent of a cherished saddle and the earthy aroma of the horse's coat. With a subtle hint of saddle soap accord, it reminisces the tender care lavished upon a faithful companion. Epona is a nostalgic ode to a timeless bond between horse and rider amidst nature's embrace. Liz has placed her own leather accord and distinctive horse accord against honey, vetiver, oak moss, and petitgrain for a complex and stirring capturing of horse skin, hair, leather, and meadows. So I actually get something a bit of Fahrenheit about this because of the violet leaf mixed with the leather and this kind of oily leather, you know, saddle soap, oily leather, floral aspect from the hay and stuff like that, but it's also got like wet animalic kind of vibe. It's a lot more, parts of it are a lot darker than paddock, because that's the obvious comparison to make. There's been a lot of horse perfumes released in the last few years, you know, lots of people putting out horse relationship through perfume content, you know. I actually like this one, but it does remind me a bit of Queer Intense by Guerlain. It reminds me a bit of Fahrenheit Parfum, but only take out the vanilla from Fahrenheit Parfum. It's got this sour animalic undercarriage, horse undercarriage vibe. Outside, really dark leather, like chestnut brown, deep, polished oak kind of vibe, you know? It's very nice. It's very artistic. If you like dark leathers, you would really like this, you know? It's got that creaking saddle kind of noise too. If you know, when you get into a saddle, like on this just says like a familiar saddle. If you get into a saddle and stuff like that, you can hear it creaking as the leather moves and stretches and bends underneath you. But a very inky violet kind of thing going on too. It's very nice, this one. I like this one. I don't think I would buy it and wear it because it feels a little bit pitch black for me. Too black. But I do like it and I do appreciate it for what it is. Okay. Let us go back through, friends. First up, we had Anubis. I still get that woody aspect at the beginning first, but I also get like that murray kind of amber sort of thing going on, a little bit milky too. I'll try this one on skin. I definitely get like there's a woody thing going there. I'm not sure. Next one we had was, what are you? Salome. That's not so bad now. I don't hate that. This is why you should always come back to them. That's not bad now. I might try that. I might try that one on skin. This one, I think this was Dryad. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Though it's very green now. And Epona, leather. Violet leather, Fahrenheit. Okay. This has been my first impressions, friends. I hope you will join me for my final impressions, and I'll see you then.